Hey, it's Mike Sylvester again with another video. Today's topic, confusion is profitable. I want to begin with a simple question. Why does the weight loss industry keep changing its mind? One decade it's eat low fat, then cut carbs, then eat every 3 hours, then fast for 16 hours. And now the big one, take this injection. And somehow, despite all this progress, obesity rates continue to rise. Now, don't get me wrong, science absolutely evolves. We are learning more and more about how the human body actually works. We know about hormones, insulin, appetite regulation, the microbiome, metabolic adaptation, mitochondrial health, and the brain's role in hunger than we did 50 years ago. But scientific progress does not give the weight loss industry a free pass for decades of oversimplification. Because for years, the message was reduced to this: just eat less and move more. As if the human body were nothing more than a calculator. But we aren't calculators. We are adaptive biological organisms. And that changes everything. For decades, people were told, if you gain weight, you lack discipline. Meanwhile, researchers now understand that sleep deprivation changes hunger hormones. Stress alters appetite regulation. Ultra-processed foods can hijack satiety signals, not like the ones behind me. Chronic dieting can slow metabolism. Insulin resistance changes how some people store and utilize energy. In other words, two people can eat the same number of calories and respond very metabolically different. That's called metabolic individuality. I've talked about this on previous videos. And one concept the public rarely hears about is called metabolic flexibility. What's that? Metabolic flexibility is your body's ability to efficiently switch between burning carbohydrates and burning fat for fuel, depending upon activity levels, food intake, and energy demands. A metabolically flexible person can transition smoothly between fuel sources, carbs and fat. A metabolically inflexible person often struggles to access stored body fat efficiently, experiences unstable energy, increased cravings, and greater difficulty managing weight and blood sugar. And this is where exercise becomes far more important than simply burning calories. Exercise helps improve the machinery that powers your metabolism. That machinery exists inside tiny structures in your cells called mitochondria. Mitochondria are essentially the body's power plants. They help convert food and oxygen into usable energy. When you consistently move, strength train, and improve cardiovascular fitness, you improve mitochondrial function. You build a stronger internal energy system. And that matters because weight management is not just about what happens during a workout. It's about what your body is capable of doing during the other 23 hours of the day. Yet the public was often sold a simplistic fantasy. Burn calories, sweat more, lose weight. But the body is far more sophisticated than that. Now we have GLP-1 drugs changing the entire landscape. And yes, for some people, they can absolutely help. But even here, confusion can still be profitable. Because when billions of dollars are involved, industries often spotlight certain truths while minimizing others. Many people are never told that rapid weight loss can also include muscle loss. And muscle is not just cosmetic tissue. Muscle is metabolic currency. It improves insulin sensitivity, helps regulate blood sugar, supports mitochondrial function, improves long-term weight maintenance. That's why strength training and adequate protein matters so much, especially during weight loss and especially when you're on a GLP-1. And perhaps the biggest misunderstanding of all, people think the scale tells the whole story. But the scale is the worst reporter in health and fitness. It cannot tell you how much muscle you gained, how much fat you lost, how much water shifted, how your metabolic health improves, and how much stronger you became. It only reports total weight. That's like judging the quality of a book by weighing it. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway is not that science is useless. The takeaway is that human physiology is far more complex than slogans. Real health is not about chasing the latest trend. It's about understanding the body more deeply, building muscle, improving metabolic flexibility, supporting mitochondrial health, managing stress, sleeping better, moving consistently, and realizing there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Because confusion may be profitable, but understanding is powerful. Thank you.